You will explain your connection to close-knit, and you will explain why you plan to free the sovereigns.
I don't plan to free the sovereigns. I'm supposed to make sure that close-knit establishes the connection with them, and then I'm supposed to take one of them.
Take one. To what end? And what of the others?
I'm not supposed to take them to the end of anything. I'm supposed to take them to the meridian, and the others are supposed to stay in death. And then I'm supposed to end.
End.
I'm a purpose. When that purpose is fulfilled, so am I. So I end.
So, you are not associated with close-knit.
Close-knit is the most capable of reaching the sovereigns right now. If the department was, I would use them. If Max's Rustic Pizza was, I would use them. Whoever's actions bring me to my goal.
And what makes you so sure you will be able to take a sovereign from their grasp?
It's what I was created to do. It's the only thing I am sure of.
How does this human factor into those plans?
Doc? They don't. They're separate.
Separate? I thought you were a purpose.
I am.
Then they must factor into that purpose.
No.
Then why have you involved them in it?
I don't know. I don't think I like these questions.
Human, do you feel no hesitation about the way this hush behaves? No reservations about the actions he has taken? Death does not simply follow him. He brings it about with no remorse.
Remorse is complicated. I wasn't made to be complicated. I can't be complicated if I'm going to do what needs done.
And you believe what needs done is the release of the most powerful, malevolent forces ever known?
I don't believe that. I know that. It's fundamental to my existence. Minara and Elatum are dying. The meridian is failing. Either one sovereign bolsters their strength, or all of humanity, all of elegy, ceases to exist. Malevolence doesn't matter. The demons I've killed don't matter. Either I do what needs done, or everything dies. Like I said, it's not complicated.
If the demons you've killed don't matter, then why did you bring me back?
You are an Anacrusis. You were the first note into Daradon's song. You are needed.
For what?
know.
That's not good enough, Spawn.
You get angry when you don't like what you hear. That's not very productive.
You are not as naive as you pretend to be. You test my patience purposely.
I don't think the results of a test like that would be helpful.
Child of land, this creation of the sovereigns that you developed, this fondness for, he plans to assist a bigoted cult in their quest to release the gods that tortured and experimented on your ancestors. If they are freed, they will do so again. If they are left in close-knit hands, they will be used to do any number of horrific acts. And by his own admission, as soon as Hush does what he plans to do, he's going to simply end. And in doing so, leave close-knit intact, with continued access to all the sovereigns that he didn't take.
I hadn't thought of what happens after. I wasn't designed to think about after.
You also apparently weren't designed to be anything beyond your purpose. And yet here this human stands, in clear defiance of that directive. Clearly, you are more than your goals. So, act like it.
I don't know how.
The Meridian needs another sovereign. Fine. Give it to them. Then use all of this unbridled power of yours to tie up the loose ends.
How?
Once the Meridian is secure, the imprisoned sovereigns must not be interfered with again. Such an interference is Close-Knit's primary directive. Get what you need from them, then destroy them, and then use whatever power you have left to lock those sovereigns down so tightly they never come up for air again. That would be your purpose fulfilled. Anything less would just be Armageddon delayed, not defeated.
I don't know if I'm supposed to do that.
That hasn't stopped you with this human. Why would you let it stop you with the event that could destroy this entire world? And your human along with it, mind you.
I need to think.
Think quickly. You say I am needed. I say you are. Choose wisely. We'll return in a few hours. Come, inchoate. don't know. I believe he's the only one with the strength to make this possible. And the conflict within him is clear. That human is the perfect evidence of it. Perhaps I leaned too hard on that. Perhaps not enough. But whatever connection has been forged between them, I think they are the only one that could truly convince him of what to do. In truth, my words were aimed more at them than even Hush himself. I suppose a few hours will tell. What do you make of them? Both of them, together. I don't know. They have stood by him through this much, and from what I can tell, it seems to be plenty. The metaphorical blood trail is smeared across half of Aria, and he regrets none of it. It lingers in my thoughts. Elatum and Minara made him. They chose not to give him regret. Was that so that he could do what was necessary? Or was it because they don't hold any themselves? He was created with carte blanche to kill any demon that stood in his way, to take any action to save humanity, to directly give power to a cult that declares publicly their opposition to demonkind. I remember the sovereignty, their complexity. So, I hesitate to assume, but put to words the appraisal of their opinion of us is a bit damning, don't you think? Well, then let's hope their newest experiment can be coerced into thinking a little more charitably.